A big update on the Dellinger case. Trump's firing of the top federal whistleblower watchdog was just blocked again. But this time it's a bigger deal, and here's why it's likely heading back to the Supreme Court in what will be probably one of the biggest initial decisions for federal employees. So if you've been following along, you know that Hampton Dellinger, who leads the Office of Special Counsel, the agency that protects whistleblowers and federal employees, was fired by Trump. But here's the problem. The OSC is supposed to be an independent organization, meaning the president can't just fire the head of it whenever he wants. Congress actually passed laws that say the OSC leader can only be removed for cause, meaning things like serious misconduct, not just because the president doesn't like their work. When Trump fired Dellinger, he didn't provide a valid reason. Dellinger sued, and at first, the court granted a temporary restraining order, or a TRO, a short-term emergency order restoring him to his position while the court took a closer look. But after more arguments, Judge Amy Berman Jackson has upgraded the TRO into a preliminary injunction. And this is big because this isn't just a quick emergency ruling anymore. A preliminary injunction means the court has looked at the facts and decided that Dellinger is likely to win on the merits. That is, that Trump's firing of him was illegal. Judge Jackson made it clear the president can't just ignore Congress and fire an independent agency head without cause. That would destroy the agency's independence and open the door for future presidents to wipe out watchdogs who investigate corruption. So what happens next? Trump's team is appealing, of course, which means we'll likely see this go all the way to the Supreme Court again. And here's where things get really interesting. The Supreme Court previously allowed the TRO to stand, but that doesn't guarantee they'll uphold the preliminary injunction. In fact, they might not. They could rule that presidents have more power to fire those agencies' head, which would seriously weaken protection for federal employees and independent agencies in general, depending on how they wrote the decision. This would likely be the first case to test this and could see them, in my humble opinion, changing what I think is prior precedent. If you're a federal employee or care about whistleblower protections, you need to watch this case. The stakes here are massive, not just for Dellinger, but for any federal worker who actually wants agencies like OSC to actually do their jobs without political interference. To make sure you don't miss the next big update, because let's be real, the algorithm isn't reliable, sign up for our daily newsletter. It's the first link in our bio. We send out key federal employment updates every day, so you'll always stay ahead of these major legal battles. Thank you, everybody, for your support. We got over 1,000 federal employees on that list now, and we really appreciate everybody's support. Again, this is a key case to watch. And also, if you're following along, you know the OSC is fighting to restore at least some probationary employees. So, the independence of that agency really matters at this time. Again, thank you, everybody, for your time. Hope you have a great rest of your day.